Hi, everybody. June here from Red Daisy Crafts. So glad to see you today. Sorry I'm a couple minutes late. At the last minute, my little camera decided to flip flop around, and so I had to stop and get it adjusted. Now I'm going to sneeze. We're going to have all kinds of fun, exciting things today, right? Let me just check that I am going live where I think I should be going live. So, real quick, let me just check. Looks like everything is good. Let me just make this sound is working, all that good stuff. Yay. So, how is everybody today? I hope you all are doing well. I have a couple of fun things for us today. And I forgot to get out the card from last week because I've had some questions on that. And I wanted to just get that out really quick and maybe run through a few dimensions to help with that piece of it. So, as I said, I was having some questions. This is the card from last week, and it's a oh gosh, I'm not going to think of the name of it. I'll probably need to post something, but I do want to just go over the front panel. So the card base itself, as I think we've already kind of described, let me get my bigger ruler here. So that piece is 11 inches and it gets scored at make sure I have this right, 2 inches, 3 3/4, 7 1/4, and 9. That doesn't seem right because these are, oh, that is right. That's right. Yeah, that's 1 1/4. So I may have made a mistake last week whenever I was telling you. Now that I am going through this. So again, this is at 2 inches, then 3 3/4, then 7 1/4, and 9 inches. So that's the score line for the base piece that goes on the back of here. So I think that should help. Now the base layer here on this side is measuring at 3 3/4 by 3 1/2. And it is, I hope you can see this. I want to see if you can see it. But it is got a little bit of a layer here around it. So just for whenever you get around to doing this card, just, go and check out that last video from last week on 4/28. This left side is a little bit larger. So this one is 3 3/4 by 4 inches. Okay. So just know that that's the case. And I'll try and get some measurements posted for you guys on this, just in case anybody else has an interest. So feel free to leave me a message. I will try to help out where I can. So this week, I just have a couple of announcements that I just want to make sure we're in our last time frame before the May Paper Pumpkin due date for registering is May 10th. So that subscription period ends on May 10th. So be sure and get that in there. I have a image of that kit here. It's called The Best There Is, and it's really more masculine styled. So please keep that in mind. Great for Father's Day, and it coordinates with that beautiful wood grain paper that we have in now that has gone live in the new annual catalog. So then the next the paper pumpkin that's coming after that is the June paper pumpkin, and it's going to be called Life is Sweet, and it will feature all of the new in colors, in addition to Poppy Parade is going to be in there, and the ink spot is going to be Pool Party. So it's going to be really bright and cheerful. But as you can see, those are like peaches on that front that we're getting to see a picture of. So it looks like some fruity uh, stamps maybe coming. That would be great. So just know you have some fun there. And just a reminder about the quarterly exclusive add-on kit that I'm offering. There's a description in the group and on my business page. If you have any questions about that, you can certainly ask me. And then don't forget about the dies right now. The Thanks and Beyond dies, they're still available, and these are a really great value. Lastly, I just want to mention to you that there is a really awesome starter kit special right now. I would love to have you on my team, and just know that this is probably one of the better add-on starter kits that I've seen in a really, really long time. So the usual starter kit is you get to pick $125 in product, and it's just $99 plus tax. I think it's free shipping. But with right now during the month of May, you will get these additional 4 products. So you're going to get a whole set of the Stampin' Pads, for the classic Stampin' Pads for the in colors. And then you'll get also a pack of the 8.5 by 11 cardstock of each of the in colors. It's one pack that has a variety of colors, and then there's a 6x6 pack of DSP that's going to feature those colors. And then you would also get a set of the Stampin' Write markers. That's an $82 value. So really awesome add-on for you if you're thinking about getting into Stampin' Up to get the discount. There's no pressure for you to sell. I actually did this as a hobbyist for many years, 15 plus years, and so there would be no pressure from me for you to sell. But it's a really great opportunity. If you have any questions about that, please don't hesitate to ask me. I would love to help you in any way, so that you can start your stash of lovely stamping supplies. So today I've got 2 fun cards ready for us to work on. And one of them, this is one we're going to do. It's going to be the second one we'll do. I just kind of want to move it out of the way so I can get to this other one. So we're going to do 2 that are, I guess you might consider them a little bit of a fun fold. But one of the things that I'm using today in my cards is I used some of the new embossing folders. These are called Fun Patterns, and they work great for the mini cut and emboss. Okay, and so you'll get to see both of those designs, but let me see if I can get it in the place where you can see it. But those are the pictures, and one has like a little kind of a daisy flower look on it, and the other one is like little triangles with just some other texture in it. So those 2 come in a pack together, and that number is 163790. So I love that there are embossing folders that you can use with the mini cut and emboss. And this is a card that was sent to me by a friend of mine that's also a demonstrator, Judy Allen, and I just loved the layout of this card. It's kind of a fun fold, and it's also a little bit of an easel card. So I don't know if you can see here, but there's a little bit of a popped up edge here that the front of the card just pops or folds up and then gets tacked behind that little raised edge, and then this little image of the cross in the front just stands up like so. So a really cool card, and you'll see like there's a way to keep this in line here. And so I thought, well, I want to make that card, so we're gonna do that with pieces from the kit. And I loved that she did some embossing on here. And so we're going to play around with that. And so I have the pieces already done and ready to go, just because it would take a lot of time. And I want to kind of keep this as close to under an hour as possible. That's always my goal, is to not be an hour, but I tend to go over quite a lot. So what I have here is the card base from the kit. Okay. It's the basic gray with the champagne foil. All right. And I have scored it at 2 1/8 on the front. Okay. So this is just folding in like a mountain fold. And your regular folds. So I'm just going to get my bone folder and just crease those down good for this, just to burnish those edges. And that's going to give us the shape we're looking for. Okay. Then I'm also using from the kit, the card base that was the white speckle. But I have embossed this with that embossing folder. Trying to get a good angle for you to see it. Okay, maybe there. Yeah. So I have 3 pieces that I have cut for this card, and these 2 panels are 1 and let's see. Are they the same? I'll make sure. Yeah. So these are 1 5/8 inch by 5 inches. Okay. And there's 2 of those, and one's going to go on either side of the card right here, like so. And then I have another one that I trimmed down. So this is 3/4 of an inch by 4 inches, and that's what's going to be our stopper right on the inside of the card here. So that's one piece there. Then for this piece on the front, like so, I use the champagne foil, and so here is a great shot of what that embossing folder looks like. There we go. It's so pretty, y'all. I really love it. And it just looks fantastic with that champagne foil. And then we're going to use some of the butterfly elements that were in the kit to layer up on here. We're going to put a sentiment that's going to go right across here. Or maybe we'll put it up here and we'll do the butterflies towards the bottom. We'll see what we decide to add. So pretty, really. Hate to cover too much of it up. And so that's that piece of it. Now I am missing, I cut 2 other little strips. So let me see if I can find, here they are. All right, I had cut 2 other little strips that we're going to use behind here to help it stay and stand up whenever. So how I was showing on this card, there's like a little placket back here to just hold that up, standing up whenever it is folding down, so that it doesn't fold over with the card. So I love that piece of it. So these pieces here are 2 inches by 7/8 of an inch, and they're scored at 1 inch. So you end up with a fold that's basically 1 inch by 7/8 of an inch. Okay, so we have those 2 pieces here that we're going to use to put down. So they're going to just kind of go on the back of this panel like so. And then it will pop up. So you see that? Boop. All right, so let's go ahead and stamp our sentiments. So which one are we going to use? Let's see. I think I just want to use Surrounding You with Love. I think that's the one for this. And I'm just going to get my block here and my basic gray ink that I'm using my big full pad, but ink pad, but you got the small ink spot in your kit. So I am going to just see if I can get this as straight as possible. How is everybody doing today? I hope y'all are doing well. It seems quite cloudy here, and looks like we might be getting a little weather, but hopefully not anytime soon, so we don't run into any internet issues. So there we have our sentiment, Surrounding You with Love. All right, so let's go ahead and start to put our card together. So the first thing I'm going to do is start to put down these panels that are going to go on the front of here. So let me just use my multi-purpose liquid glue, which I actually prefer anytime I'm using an embossing folder, because the glue will get down in the crevices of the embossed paper and give you better adherence with paper that way. So that's going to go right on here. Now we have the other one to put on the other side. So just getting this put down. I think that this card is called a double Z fold, or not this one. I don't know. The next one we're going to make is called a double Z fold. That's for sure. I'm not sure what this card is called. I just really loved it whenever I got it in the mail, and I was like, oh, I'm going to make one of those. So that's what we're starting with right here. So very pretty. Now we are going to be, what I'm thinking I'm going to do is place these on here first. Okay. And then I can add this in the right spot. But I want these to be basically in the middle of the page, of the card front. So I'm just putting a little glue on the one side, and with the folding edge to the center, I'm just getting this maybe about 1/8 of an inch from the fold line. Just think that's probably the best place for that. And now I'm going to do the same thing with this one, and I'm going to line it up right next to it. So just again about 1/8 of an inch from the middle fold line. So just like so. I don't know if you can see that very well, but there's our fold line right there, and these are just like 1/8 of an inch on the side of that. Okay. Now I'm going to add some glue to the top piece of here. Okay. And then I'm going to put this right on here, and I want to make sure I have placement as even as possible. Okay. And so I think that's pretty good. So I'm going to just kind of hold this in place till we know we have a good hold on it for it to finish drying. I think that looks pretty good. I don't know if you can see in there pretty well, but that's kind of how that's going to roll. Okay. So that when we pop it up, that stays straight, just like so. That was really very elegant, to be honest. The papers just worked out really beautiful for this. So now we need some dimensionals, some Game My dimensionals for this one. And I'm going to put on here 3 dimensionals for us to put this one down on the inside of the card base right here on this edge. So I'm just putting it in, just again, probably 1/8 of an inch, and putting it in the center so that when this is closed, you don't see it. Okay. But then when we open it up, when we open this up, there, it'll stand just like so. So there it is. How cute is that? Right? I love it. I think this is so far my favorite card we've made. All right, so now we are going to add our sentiment. Let's just kind of play around with where this is going to go, because we could do something pretty simple. I don't know, maybe I need that other butterfly without all the foiling, because maybe it's getting too much foiling. You'll have to help me decide. Here's the other one. So help me decide, folks. So we have our sentiment here, and then we have that gold foiled butterfly. I don't know if that's too much foiling or if we should use this butterfly, which is a little bit bigger, to have it look like this. So what do you think? With foiling or without foiling? I kind of like it simple like this. I'd gotten out these other small butterflies to put on, which I could still do. Instead, we could just put a few of these little butterflies with foil. You're liking the foil. Okay. The foil butterfly or these little ones. All right. So looks like you guys are liking the foil. All right. I'm going to just show one more time. Yeah, you know me, bling, bling, bling. Hey, Wanda. Oh, that's awesome. Yep, I think so. All right. All right. So we are keeping it pretty simple here. Although it is not, it's really beautiful, I think, and elegant. But let's just add, I'm just going to add one in the center here and give the wings a bit of a, give them a little bit of a curl. Make them a little flexible. Just to have a little more character. All right, so let's put our sentiment on. The little ones, you like those too. Yeah, they were cute. All right, so let's just get this put on here straight. Because it just leaves a tiny little edge over here. And then we'll put this on right up here, like so. And there's our card, y'all. How cute is that, isn't it? Just beautiful. Oh, I just think it's elegant. And how fun. Someone can pop that up, and surrounding you with love. They can just prop that up somewhere and just know that you're thinking about them. That's really lovely. And there's plenty of room for writing notes on the inside. Or I even think we could put the this other one on the inside, sending loving thoughts your way. Could even go on the inside if we wanted, but how wonderful. And we could stamp a butterfly in there. I wonder if we should just put those down. Let's see. Kind of like that idea. And that would just kind of finish it off nicely. Actually, I think I'll do the smaller butterfly that's got the wings closed. And maybe a few speckles. All right, so let's see. So just a few speckles there. And then, oh, I got my stamp on upside down. That's funny. All right, so let's just put our sentiment right on in here. And let's get it right here. Hopefully I'm getting this straight. I'm doing a lot of things at an angle. There we go. Yeah, that looks nice. And then you could just add one of the little butterflies down here. Like so. So it's a nice little inside for it. So beautiful. Beautiful card. All right. So thank you, Miss Judy, for that idea. I just loved it. And let me just kind of close this stuff up. I'm going to scoot this out of the way. You never know, we might need it. And now I'm going to get a quick drink. Now we're going to do a double Z fold. And I'm using Very Vanilla ink. I'm sorry, not ink, but cardstock. And I have 2 pieces here. So you almost need a full piece of cardstock for this. Oh, I'm so glad y'all love that. Thank you so much. You guys just are so sweet. I love it. Thanks for being here today. So you need an 8.5 by 11 piece of cardstock to make this card. And the regular card base is 4.25 by 11. Okay. 4.25 by 11. And then it gets scored at 2 3/4, 5.5. And that's the Z. Okay. There's our Z fold. All right. So literally this is just scored in half of the front. Okay. And folded back. So, like so. Now we have a second panel, for the card. And this one is 10 inches and 3/4. So we basically cut off 1/4 inch. And then it is 3.5 inches wide. All right. This card is scored at 3.5 and 6 3/4. Okay. That's the Z fold here. All right. So you have a little bit of extra over here and a little bit of extra over here. Okay. So nothing quite matches up, but that's the Z fold. All right. So that's the top layer. So it's going to go on here like so. And it's going to basically be centered on that top layer, and it will get put down and open and close like that. Okay. All right. So this bottom layer, I am using the note cards. They've retired, but they were cards and envelopes in the catalog that just retired, and I'm using part of the card base for this card. Okay. And so I'm using the to put on the outside or the bottom layer, I guess, of the card base. Okay. This piece is cut at 4 inches by 2.5 inches. Okay. And that piece is going to go right out here on this outside panel, just like so. And you'll see how lovely this will look. So it just gets about a quarter, a little 1/8 of an inch border all the way around. So that is like so. Okay. And then we have our inside. So I did do a panel because I am just using the regular very vanilla. And I was thinking I needed to put a layer in here, but I don't. I'm sorry. I forgot that we are going to be this is going to be going down, and that'll give it the stability we need for the back of the card. Okay. So nothing to worry about there. I do want to put on the second layer, the piece that's going to go right here. And so this piece is, I believe, 3 1/4. Yeah, 3 1/4 square. Okay. So this is going to go right here on this piece. And just like so. And we will put that down. Ta-da. All right. And there we have it. So now this is going to go right. It's going to get layered just like this. Okay. Now there's one additional piece that's going to go on here. And that is this piece that's going to come out beyond. So it's going to be kind of the opening of it. All right. The card, it's going to be the kind of, you'll open it in a sense. All right. So this piece here, it's going to get this put on top of it. Like so. So we're bringing in a little bit of a different card element. I'm second guessing myself on this because I am not entirely loving it. So now I'm wondering if maybe I just do this piece on here. Like so. I think I'm liking that better. And I actually have cut from playing around last week one of the shimmer papers of the butterfly that we could just put right here to fancy it up a bit. Kind of like that. I'm wondering if I have enough of this piece. I think I could cut that. I think we should put that right on here and then layer this on there. That's what I'm thinking. So let me just make a couple of quick snips here on the trimmer. So this piece is 2 1/4 by 3 1/2. So I need this to be 3 inches by, is that right? Did I just make that too small? All right, well, we're just going to improvise now. If this was 3 1/2 and I did 3 and this was 2, so 1 3/4. That's what I need. 1 3/4. Yes. Just like so. And then we can change up how we do this, maybe. I don't know. That'll be just fine, I think. Brings in a little bit of that paper. I think that's going to work out just fine. All right. All right. So, again, this piece here is 2 1/4 by 3 1/2. And then I added this and I cut it a little small. So you could have cut this at 3 1/4. Instead, I did 3 inches. And then this could have been 2 inches, but I did it at 1 3/4. So that we'd have even spacing all the way around this layer. So let me put this down here, like so. All right, so there we have that. And wonderful. All right, so now that's going to go right on there. I actually kind of like that it's a little bit larger around, just makes a change. Now we could do this or we could do this, but I kind of like this better. So that, and we could put this butterfly and this butterfly together on here. All right, just the one maybe. I don't know, I kind of like just the one. Okay, so we are going to, I think we're ready to start putting some of this down. So I want to get the placement right. So the way that I like to do this is I want to get my placement right. And then I want to open it all the way up. Okay. And you can use your grid paper to get the placement right, but I can tell, like, I've got things lined up here, but all I need is glue on this piece right here to layer it down. So I'm just going to put some glue on here and like so. And I'm just going to push that down. And I can even use my bone folder to just spread my glue around. All right. So now I know that I have that in the right place. Okay. And this one here. Yeah. So now we're going to put some glue right here to glue this one down. Okay. And just again, going to use my bone folder to just kind of move my glue around in there. All right. So now we have our double Z put together. Okay. And we can figure out what else to do. All right. So this is the panel that's going to be going on the front, like so. But let's see, do we want to put anything on the inside of here? So what I did was I did a square of this embossing, and I was thinking to put it right on the inside of here, just to add a little bit of extra pizzazz to it, if we wanted to do that. I don't want it here because I want to be able to write a message, but I kind of like putting it there. Now it's a little bit too big. I need to trim off 1/4 of an inch on this side right here. So I just need to make a quick little trim. And then I'll tell you the measurements of this to go on that inside panel. But I do kind of like this. So this is 3 inches by 3 1/4 inches. And so I'm just going to add that to this piece right here, right on that section right back here. So, and I just think it makes a nice little elegant piece when you open up the card. So just one more little added element here. Okay, so just putting that in place, making sure it's all in order, pressing down. And I think we have that in place. Okay. All right, so that's that. And I really do just think that's really sweet. It's just an extra little surprise on the inside. Okay. So inside of here, I want to have a message, sending hugs or sending love your way. So I'm going to put that in here. And I want to just make sure, like, it's got to be from here to here. Okay. So it needs to be very close to that inside fold. So I am going to I'm going to basically, I probably should have done this first, but I'm going to kind of angle it just to make sure that I'm inside the fold. Okay. So sending loving thoughts your way. Okay. Just like so. I like that. And I'm going to do a few of the little sprinkles around it down here. There we go. So that will make the inside of it be a little bit, more presentable. So lovely. So we have our little Z fold that opens like this. We got some fun little embossing on there like so. Okay. Now I do have a piece here that I thought about putting right here. But I just want to see, like, what does this look like here? So I'm thinking that that would be good to add. Once I put this all down, I think that adds a little bit of finish to it. So I am going to go ahead and put that here. Okay. So that is great. This piece is just a 1/2 inch by 4 inches, I believe. Yeah, 1/2 inch by 4 inches there. And so I think that that is really nice. And then if this piece just sets right up against the line here, that's just a nice little border that's going to go on there. Now I'm going to put this on with some dimensions, but let's finish this first. Okay. So this piece is going to go on with some dimensionals. And again, this is just from that foil layer that was in the kit. Last week I had made some die cuts with it. So I'm just using those pieces. Okay. So this is from that foil die cut that the die cut is the monthly dies, and the foil is from the kit itself. So we've added some cardstock and a different card layer from a different pack, but this piece is still from the kit itself. And so I'm going to put this on here. So it looks like we need dimensionals to be about right here. And then we'll have them back here as well. I'll just put one more here for support. All right, so I think we're getting this put together. All right, so just making sure that all lines up. And there we go. All right, so that's what we have, is that Z fold. Opens like so. What do y'all think of this? I'm really loving it. I think this is going to be so pretty with just this Lost Lagoon shimmer paper butterfly here that is die cut. I'm going to get all the bits out of the wings of our butterfly, and then we will get them a little bit popped up like we did last week with some of this. And we're just going to glue down this inside part. Now, I mentioned something last week whenever I was doing this, and I missed one part of it. So I want to put a little mini dimensional right in here, like so. Okay. But I'm going to put glue on the edges out here. All right. Very delicately, because I don't need a lot of glue. And then the center part is going to get a little bit popped up. And it's going to just provide a good dimension for this butterfly when it gets added to here. So just want to make sure I get it centered the best I can. All right. So we have it a little bit popped up in the center of there, so you can see there. So just gives them some nice dimension to the butterfly. I think it's so cute. So nice little presentation with the colors and very simple layers, you know, and a nice pretty inside. What a beautiful card. Now, this would require some extra postage. It is thicker, but because we use the just the not the thick very vanilla, just the regular, because we use regular, I don't think it's as heavy as it could have been. And so we need to add it needs a brass butterfly on here. I don't know if I have one handy, but that's what I think it needs. It needs a brass butterfly. I'm not sure where mine is at the moment because I cleaned some of my, believe it or not, I cleaned some of my stuff up. The only other thing I can think of to use would be to use one of the, yeah, I don't see it in there, is I guess this butterfly could go right on top of here. But I don't know that I want that there because it's got white edges. So I really think I just need a brass butterfly there. And I will find it. But I don't like not finishing stuff. So what do we have? Wonder if one of these would look good. Wonder if the black. Oh, I kind of like that. Let me get my take your pick tool. See what we can do here. Do. And one of these here. Oh, yes. Yes. There we go. Very pretty. Very nice. All right. So that's what we have for this week. So 2 fun fold cards. Not too complicated, but 2 really fun and glittery paper. All kinds of foil and everything. So we pulling out all the foil today. I hope you love these, and share my stuff, because I'm on the business page. You can share the video, so please share it and like my page. And thank you so much for all your support always, especially Susan and Wanda. You're just so sweet to be here and support me. So thank you for that. And next week we'll probably be playing again with the delicate wings. The next week I am going to be on vacation, so looking forward to that. So I'll probably take a week off, but I will be around soon thereafter. But I'll keep you guys notified for that. And I just want to say thanks for being here today, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend. And I will put some measurements up for that card from last week. I know that was a lot, and we took 2 weeks to kind of put it together. So I will get that for you. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day and a fantastic week ahead. Bye-bye.